If you rent, then you know that you can't make permanent changes. And there probably are a couple of things that you wish you could change. So in this video, I have 5 instant upgrades that you can make in your apartment and do not have to worry because they are all damage-free. Hey guys, it's Allie and welcome into the channel. Today we're going to be starting here in the living room because there is an area that I desperately need to tackle and come up with a very renter-friendly solution to make it look a little bit better. And it's actually right next to me right here. Let me flip you guys around and show you what needs addressed and how we are going to do it in a renter-friendly way. So right here is the TV and console, and you can very obviously see what is going on and what is wrong right here, but if not, let me point it out. Well, first of all, let's ignore the fact that I don't even have this set up right. That was because Alex and I did that so fast and I just haven't fixed it yet. So we'll definitely do that. But really the main thing, which is like such an eyesore, is right here. And that is the outlet. I have to run the power strip from this outlet all the way over to here so that I could plug the TV in. And yeah, that's not very cute looking at all. I hate being able to see all of these cables. And I just feel like this is a problem that other renters and honestly homeowners have too. It's just like poorly placed outlets that don't quite work with where you need to plug things in. So I have an idea to minimize the look of that outlet while still allowing us to plug in the TV and all of that. And just kind of make it more just blend into the wall rather than stand out with all of that black wiring. So I'm gonna show you what I picked up. So I picked up this power strip right here, and what makes it different is this part, which you can see is shaped like an outlet plate, and that is where the plug is. And I already think that just going like this is going to make a big difference to help conceal kind of this area right here. But I had an idea to take this a step further and really make this disappear. I thought this could look even better if we actually painted it to match the color of the wall. And it is actually pretty easy to get a color match if you live in a rental. You could first of all ask your leasing office or your landlord what color paint in case you want to touch up scuffs or anything like that. Or you could also get your own sample made. This is just a clip from the last apartment, but I did the same thing here, which I just took a little paint chip of the wall into the store and then had the hardware store color match it so that we could get a perfect match. And I think that's going to be the key to making this blend in. So I think I can take the cord off so we don't have to worry about getting paint on this part. I think it just pops right out. Cool. We could just set this part aside. And now we can just paint this here. I also picked up some cord covers to go on the wall and also the little corner joint so that we can really hide this cable so it looks nice and clean. I think that this is gonna look really, really good when it's done. And we're gonna paint all of this to match the wall. So next up we're in the kitchen here and I want to talk about covering eyesores. And I am sure if you live in an old rental that you may have an old phone jack that you probably don't use or need anymore. And unfortunately, you really can't do anything about it besides live with it on your wall, but you can definitely cover it up. So I do need to first though figure out how to remove this right here because this is like an accessory that has been added on. So let's get this off of here. Oh, cool. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. And now here's the really disgusting looking phone jack that has been in here for so long. Definitely needs covered up. I don't even think they're gonna miss this, but we'll put this away somewhere and hold on to it. We'll put it back when we move out. So you have a couple different options when it comes to things like this on the wall that you want to hide. But I think the best and the easiest one would of course be a canvas. So I have a couple options. So the first one I have right here is just your standard canvas. I could not find, I thought I had a smaller version of a canvas, but this obviously could go right here and cover it up. But I think because of the positioning of the phone jack on the wall, this is not gonna work. It just kind of looks a little bit awkward. But I'm thinking that I want to go for something a little bit smaller, and I didn't want to really spend any money on supplies. So I do have this wood panel canvas. I think that's going to be a better size, especially because I do plan on building out a nice little gallery wall right here in the kitchen. And so I think this is just going to complement more around whatever the focal point piece of art is going to be. So for this art piece that we're going to create really quickly here, I was inspired by these images. I just really liked the kind of cottage feel of them. So these are definitely going to be my inspo photo when we approach this piece right here. And I actually learned some of the techniques that I'm going to be using through today's video sponsor, Craftsy. I have been taking classes on Craftsy for a while now, and I definitely just noticed that all of my skills and competence when it comes to DIYing and creating have really just grown. And so I want to tell you a little bit more about Craftsy as we work on this piece, because I am just very excited to see this all come together. Craftsy was actually a huge help in making this art piece because honestly, I had no idea what direction that I even wanted to go in when I started. And I knew that I just wanted to at least get this into a blank canvas with a neutral background. And then I began exploring all of the classes that Craftsy has to offer. Craftsy has more than 2,000 classes in over 20 popular categories like crochet, knitting, photography, cake decorating, woodworking, and of course, what I'm doing here in painting. And as I was exploring through all of their different ideas, I found some classes that started standing out to me, and those were the mixed media classes. I haven't done a mixed media project since probably high school, and I knew that that was the direction that I really wanted to go with this piece to apply both painting and some collage elements as well. The class I took was Mix It Up Mixed Media Step by Step with Lindsay Wyrick, and it was just so fun and so inspirational, and it just really made me want to get back into art and creating, and also just finding ways to apply these techniques to some of the DIYs and home decor that I show you guys on my channel. And whether you want to learn more about mixed media or any other new creative hobby or to expand on skills you already have, Craftsy has classes for you ranging from anywhere from beginner to advanced. You're always going to find something new to inspire you and also learn new skills that you never had before. All of the classes are broken down into easy to follow lessons that are led by amazing, friendly instructors who just share all of their tips through step-by-step demonstration that you can easily follow along and practice your skills. And if you want to start finding your new inspiration, then I have put a link to Craftsy in the description box, and the first 1,000 people to click that link will get their first year of premium membership for only $1.49 for new members only, and that is just a deal you do not want to miss out on for all of the incredible resources that are there on Craftsy and so many more new classes just always being added. Alright, so now let's talk about knobs, or lack thereof. As you can see, my kitchen cabinets do not have any sort of hardware on them. And I actually get questions and comments about this quite a bit because I know some of you also have this same problem. And I've been very lucky that I have had hardware on my cabinets in my last 2 apartments, so I haven't had to worry about this, but now I do. And sure, I can totally just open and close these as normal without any sort of knob or hardware on there, but I do think adding hardware just elevates the look of your kitchen cabinets. And also, anybody who takes any care of their manicure knows that reaching in here with your nails is just a recipe for disaster. So I found something that we are going to try together, and that is stick-on knobs and handles. So I picked out these, which are actually like poles that go on your cabinet doors and drawers versus a knob. I felt like the way that these worked, they might be a little bit better than something that just sticks onto the surface of your cabinet. So we're gonna test them out together, and hopefully this can be a true upgrade for your rental. So let's see first just how they apply. So I think the first thing I want to do is really just clean very well this area where I'm going to be attaching the handle onto using some rubbing alcohol. That's disgusting. Those definitely would not stick if I did not clean it first. So we're gonna take this handle right here, and you can see that it has the adhesive strip. So what we're gonna do is just peel off that little protective layer. And now let's see about sticking this on here. So I'm thinking, oh, it is sticky. Let's go like right here. Okay, so that is stuck on there. Now let's also try out a drawer and see how that works. I think that this looks so much better now that I've added just a little bit of something to these very boring cabinets, and I just like the functionality of it a lot better too. But we're gonna stick with just these 2 cabinets for now, and I picked them because they're right next to the stove, so they get exposed to heat and all the different temperature changes, and we're gonna see if they hold up here and how well this works. And so if you want to see if these are a successful product and something that I'm going to then move forward with all of the other cabinets and drawers in here, you are going to have to subscribe, because I will give you the full honest review of this product in my kitchen makeover, which will be coming out in just a couple of weeks. You are not going to want to miss it. It is going to be a fully renter-friendly kitchen makeover that I am so excited about, because the kitchen is kind of the space where Alex and I love to spend together. We like making meals together, and so I definitely thought that this would be just really the first main room that we tackle in the townhome, and I have so many ideas that I'm just itching to get started on, so make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss out. So we are upstairs in the craft room now, and that's because we have to do something that I kind of forgot to do back during the craft room makeover, which was put a rug pad down underneath the rug in here. I put a rug in here to protect the carpet, of course, from all of my DIY projects, but I also just love putting a rug over wall-to-wall carpet. I think it looks really good and kind of detracts from maybe some ugly carpet that you may have in your rental. So the rug pad though is so key because it's gonna make sure that that rug stays nice and neat. So we're gonna move the desk right here and then get this rug pad on the floor. So the reason that we are doing this and putting the rug pad down is that this will create a really nice base for the rug to sit on, and that way when you put your furniture on top, which is going to be really heavy, especially when you're doing this over top of carpet, it's going to cause the rug to warp. So putting the rug pad down is actually going to prevent that. And I've done this in a lot of apartments now with a lot of different wall-to-wall carpet, so I definitely know that this one works, and I would not skip this step at all if you were also trying to put a rug down on your floor. Okay, we're gonna head back into the kitchen again really quick for this next one, which is something to help me organize the mops and brooms and Swiffer that are just sitting on the floor and constantly getting in the way and falling over, and also just not looking very cute out all the time. So they definitely need some sort of organization. And now I do know that they make some of these like broom holders or hangers or whatever that you have to drill into the wall, but I wanted to do something that was a little bit more renter friendly instead. So I found out that there's a command strip version of one of those hangers. So I think this is going to be the perfect way to get these up off the floor and also hide them away so that we don't have to be seeing them every single day. Okay, so I'm standing in the stairway to the basement because that's where I want to put these. It just is the best place in this townhouse to hide away some of our cleaning supplies. We already keep the vacuum down there on the landing, so this wall right here just feels like the perfect spot to then put the brooms and all of that stuff. So I'm thinking we're just gonna kind of put it kind of right here near this light switch. That just seems like that makes the most sense, so we can grab it from in the hallway and then we could use them, and it's not a whole ordeal when we need to go and grab the broom. So always, always, always when you're working with command strips, you want to use rubbing alcohol to clean off the wall. This is to guarantee that they will stick really well and then later remove very well. Do not skip this step. This has just been what I think has been crucial, is following the instructions and making sure that I'm doing the rubbing alcohol where I'm sticking those on the wall. Oh, that's definitely not straight. It's fine. And now before we hang anything up here, we're gonna wanna let those sit on the wall for about an hour, just to make sure that adhesive is nice and ready to go. So I'm just gonna use editing magic to transport you to an hour later. I hope you guys found all of these ideas super useful. It feels good to have done some of these small upgrades around the townhome here. So I need your guys' help. What areas around your rentals or even your homes do you feel like you need some quick little upgrades for, where I can try to come up with some good renter-friendly hacks and DIYs to just elevate something a little bit better than how it currently is, because I had a lot of fun doing these small upgrades around the townhome here, and I also feel like they were really necessary, so I'm glad that we accomplished them today. So if you have any, let me know down in the comments. And these were just some small things, but of course that big kitchen makeover is going to be coming up really, really soon, so don't forget to subscribe so you can see how those handles panels hold up. And don't forget to check out Craftsy with the link in the description box. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!